Hi there, welcome back to another MAPublisher tutorial. In this video, I will guide you through the process of plotting points, centroids, and addresses using the Map Point Plotter tool. First, I need to set up my document before I can start using the tool. To start, I have already opened the USA48 AI file from the tutorial data folder. As the name indicates, this document contains the 48 contiguous US states. If I open up my Map Views panel, I can see that the polygons are on the USA area layer in a map view named USA. I can also open up my map info, and you can see that the coordinate system specified is United States Albers equal area projection in meters. Alright, so back in my map views panel, what I want to do is make sure that the USA map view is selected and click the Add Map Layer button. I'm going to rename the layer to Cities. Make sure that the feature type is selected as point, and then click OK. Next, I want to open the Adobe Illustrator Symbols panel, which I have docked in my sidebar here, but if you do not, you can also open it from the Window menu. Inside my Symbols panel, I am going to click to open a symbol library, navigate to Map Symbols, and then select the Map-Symbols library. This is a map symbols library that automatically comes installed with MAPublisher, and I just want to select a couple symbols to add them to my library for my document. Doesn't really matter which, just choose any, and that should be good. In my Map Views panel, I want to go back and make sure that my Cities layer is selected, and now I am ready to start plotting points. So first I am going to open the Map Point Plotter tool from the MAPublisher toolbar. I want to change the plot symbol, so I am going to click the MAPublisher default symbol link, and here I can select a different symbol. I can simply leave the scale set to 100%, and I want to make sure that the input coordinate system is set to use WGS84. The first point I am plotting is in decimal degrees, so I want to make sure that decimal degrees is selected from the Format drop-down menu. To plot a point for Los Angeles, I'm going to type its coordinates into the longitude and latitude boxes. I can then click the plot button to plot the point on my map. And there you go. As you can see, a point has been plotted at the location of Los Angeles. My second point uses degrees, minutes, seconds format, so I want to select delimited degrees, minutes, seconds from the Format drop-down menu. I'm going to be plotting a point now for New York City. Just going to move this over here. And so I'm going to enter my coordinates again in the proper format. I want the symbol for New York to be bigger, so I'm going to increase the scale to 150%. And now I can click Plot again. And you can see that a point has been plotted at the location of New York City. Finally, I want to plot a point for Chicago as well. I'm going to switch back to a decimal degrees format for this one, and I'm going to type the coordinates in the box. And there we go. All of my points have been plotted on the map. I recommend experimenting with plotting your own points using different symbols, coordinates, coordinate systems, and data. A centroid is a point that represents the geographical center or average location of a spatial feature. To plot centroids, I can simply select Plot Centroids from the Map Point Plotter panel option menu. So I can see here that the map view and source layer have already been set automatically in the Plot Centroids dialog box, and the destination is also already set to a new layer called Centroid. This creates a new destination layer and places the points that I'm going to create on this layer. Now I want to change the style to a different map symbol and then also change its scale to 50%. So for my centroids, I'm going to select that and then decrease my scale to 50%. And I just want to make sure that high accuracy is enabled at the bottom of the box. Then I can click OK. And there you go. You can see that points have been plotted for the centroid location of each state polygon. To plot points by address, I need to click the Address tab in the Map Point Plotter tool to make it active. I'm going to click the symbol link again and choose another different map symbol, and then reduce the scale to 50%. So one thing that you can see here is that it now says my current layer is set to USA area, which is because I plotted those centroids. So what I want to do is just go back to my map views panel quickly and make sure that cities is selected, so that way it is able to plot the points that I want to on this layer. So now in my address box, I can simply type Seattle WA, and I can make sure that the source is set to nominatum and click plot. And you can see that a symbol in the location of Seattle has been placed. The Map Point Plotter tool also has the ability to plot more complicated addresses. These addresses should follow a specific to general granularity format. So for example, I wish to plot the address of the Adobe World Headquarters in San Jose. In the address box, I'm going to erase the current content and type the address, which is 345 Park Avenue, San Jose, CA, and then the zip code is 95110. And then I can click plot, and there we go. Where possible, my plotted points will also contain attribute data about the address. So if I open my map attributes panel and I go to my cities layer, I can see here that there is some attribute data for my Adobe World Headquarters point, as well as my Seattle point actually. And all of this data has been automatically entered into the attributes of my points from the Point Plotter tool. And so that's just a brief overview of how to use the Map Point Plotter tool to plot points, centroids, and addresses. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.